Ooh, welcome to Tennis Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Today is April 2nd, 2024, 2025. I'm messing up my dates. It is April the 2nd, 2025. We're getting closer and closer to WrestleMania and Stand and Deliver. My eye is bugging me now. Ladies and gentlemen, we got... Hold on. My door is opening for some reason. We have a lot of wind here, and there's wind in this hallway, and it's opening my door. I had to lock it. My dad just went out. And the door was unlocked, and I thought somebody was creeping in, but no, it was the wind creeping in. There's a lot of bad weather happening around the world. There's people getting tornadoes. We're getting ice storms. So today is not going to be the fun day. I hope this makes you guys get some happiness with this video, because outside there's no happiness right now. It's all ugly weather. There's ice, there's tornadoes, there's wind. Oh man, it's annoying right now. It's spring. I know it's supposed to be spring, but it doesn't feel like spring. It feels like a really bad weather spring. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be talking about NXT. We got two matches that got made for Stand and Deliver. Well, technically, one is halfway done. The other one is fully done. But, ladies and gentlemen, here we go with the segments. We got Trick Williams coming out to call out Obafemi. And he wants his title shot. He says he wants the title shot at Stand and Deliver. This is all why he's keep on coming out, calling out Obafemi the last couple weeks. But he's been getting interrupted by Javon Evans. He's getting interrupted by Dark State. I think that's their name, that team. And ladies and gentlemen, then he got interrupted again by Javon Evans, and he said a whole bunch of things, and he says you're not Trick Williams anymore, you're Carmelo Hayes, because he's acting like Carmelo Hayes. Remember when Carmelo Hayes betrayed Trick Williams and how he was acting? That's what Trick Williams is acting like now. So, ladies and gentlemen, all that happened, and then Javon Evans said the key word that he dropped Obafemi a couple weeks ago. Obafemi came out. He had some things to say. He told Javon, "You need to be quiet," and then he talked to Trick Williams. Says, "You had your shot. And then you would have been the champion still if you didn't keep talking," and all that stuff. And so they were bickering. They were arguing until Ava came out and made it official at Stand and Deliver. It will be Obafemi defending that title against Trick Williams and Javon Evans in a triple threat match. And then the Dark State came out and starts attacking Obafemi, Javon Evans, and Trick Williams was out of the ring for a bit. And when they got rid of Obafemi and Javon Evans, Trick Williams got in the ring, and he got surrounded by Dark States, and they attacked Trick Williams. And Ava made it official that these guys want to make an impact and wants to take over. She says they will have a six-man tag team match. One of those three guys versus the main event of Stand and Deliver competitors, Obafemi, Javon Evans, and Trick Williams. That's what happened there. To start off NXT, we got Sammy McCurr and Ava in the ring. And Ava wants both titles to get defended multiple times, right? And Sammy McCurr can do that every single time, defend both titles. So both Stephanie and Ava made a decision that Stephanie will vacate the NXT North American Women's Championship. But she said on one condition that she will vacate it, that she gets to choose her opponent to face for the NXT Women's Championship at Stand and Deliver. So and Ava agreed to it. So Stephanie has a lot to think of who she's going to choose. Jordan Grace came out and says, "You should choose me, that we could have our first ever match between each other in NXT ring for the NXT Women's Championship." And then Jada Parker came out. She says, "I lost my title shot last week because of Jordan Grace." And Stephanie says, "You guys have something to handle," and they start brawling. So we didn't get to know who is Stephanie McCurry is going to choose yet, but we will. I'm hoping it will be next week because they need to build up that story. I thought she would just say. I thought Stephanie would say, "Oh, I will choose whoever wins between Jordan Grace and Jada Parker because they're having a match next week." Ladies and gentlemen, and then Abel made an announcement at Stand and Deliver. There's going to be a 6-women ladder match for the Women's North American Championship. And the qualified matches are happening now. We got 3? No, we got 2 that happened this week. And we're going to have more next week. I got hair in my mouth. Ew. I don't know if that's my hair or just hair flying around in the apartment. Ew. Well, ladies and gentlemen, to start off the qualified matches, we got Zara versus Lash Legend. I thought it was a pretty decent match. These ladies did a great job. I was hoping we get some TNA knockouts be in this match, in the qualified matches, and maybe be part of Stand and Deliver. Remember, we still have 6. Take away 2. We have 4 more matches to make this happen, right? So 4 more matches to find out who has an opportunity to be part of this show. Part of Stand and Deliver. So it could be some knockouts from TNA. Freaking TNA putting NXT stars in their pay-per-views. Why can't NXT do theirs? Like, I think there's going to be some NXT stars going to be unbreakable. I think so. That's what I think. And we heard on TNA that we found out who is going to be teaming up with Tessa and JC Jane. It will be Jasmine Nix, and Paula Haley will be in the corner. That's going to be interesting. What's going to happen there? So that's an interesting 6-man knockouts tag team match. And we have some news about the digital media title. I can't tell you guys more about that until we get to it on Thursday nights. I can't wait to get to see Ray Phoenix make his debut on SmackDown. That's 2 days away. 2 days away. Now I wish SmackDown was 4 o'clock in the morning. I mean the afternoon. I just spit on myself. That's not nice. But now I wish SmackDown was on 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Because now I have to wait for 8 o'clock to watch Ray Phoenix. Zara versus Lash Legend. I thought it was a pretty decent match. But the winner of that match and advancing to the ladder match, qualified to the ladder match, was Zara. And looks like Soruka is going to have her qualified match next week. Zara, Soruka, I hope you'll be in my corner. But Soruka said yes, and then she said she has a qualified match. So, I have no idea what's going on here. Well, Hank and Tank is getting advice from a whole bunch of tag teams, like the Hardy Boys, like Motor City Machine Guns, and now they had advice from Pretty Deadly. And they wear nasty, ugly shirts that was just covering their top parts, well, not even that, a quarter of the top parts, and they're wearing the same shirts that Pretty Deadly wears. And so, yeah, please don't wear those again. Thank God they took them off and put their normal ring attire on. But they did the Yes Boy thing. Yes Boy! It was a pretty decent match. It was Tank and Hank versus No Quarter Catch Crew. Pretty decent tag team match. But the winner of that match, again, because they are listening to the wrong people, they should work together, not listen to other tag teams. No Quarter Catch Crew gets the win. And then we have another qualified match. We had Kalani Jordan versus Roxanne Perez. I thought it was a pretty decent match. Kalani did a great job with Roxanne. Roxanne did a great job. But the winner of that match and heading to Stand and Deliver is Kalani Jordan. Roxanne would not be in Stand and Deliver. I thought she was in the main roster already. That's why we haven't seen her on NXT for a while. But no, she came back to NXT and she's not going to Stand and Deliver. Will this be the last time we see Roxanne and then she goes to the main roster? I have no idea. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I thought this would never happen. I thought Shawn Spears would retain. We got Ricky Steams versus Shawn Spears for the North American title. I thought it was a pretty decent match. The Calling tried to get themselves involved, try to help. Didn't really work out. The winner of that match was, and your new NXT North American champion, was Ricky Saints. He won his first ever singles title, because he, FTW title in AEW. I think the North American title is more prestige than the FTW title right now. That title is retired, but back then, I think the North American title was more prestige than the FTW title. That title was more prestige than North American title if it was in ECW, not in AEW. Because it wasn't recognized as an AEW title, it was just a random title that they defend. And yeah. So, Ricky Starks wins his very recognized of the company's title, not FTW, because it wasn't recognized. I'm happy for the guy. He deserves it. I guess Triple H and Shawn Michaels sees something in him that he could win a championship. But his celebration got cut short because he got attacked by Ethan Page. He did a twist of pains. I know they call it something. Ego feint? Something like that? Twist of ego? I think that's a better name. I don't know if that's the right name. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, he got the win, and he got attacked by Ethan Page, and it looks like it's going to be another AEW guy, former AEW guy versus another former AEW guy in Stand and Deliver. Ricky Starks versus Ethan Page for the North American title. I would love to see that match. I like to see the former AEW guys that are actually getting opportunities now versus another AEW guy that's actually getting opportunities as well. Because they haven't got a lot of opportunities in AEW. They did get some opportunities. Remember, Shawn Spears was in one of the big... Well, he wasn't really on the big faction. Because I forgot he was in... I forgot what it's called. Pictionary? Whatever. Pictionary? Something with MJF. He was with that. And then after that, he was nothing. He made his return in Canada, and then he got nothing again. Ricky Saints was as a tag team champion. He got pushed, and then something happened, and Tony Khan didn't want to use them anymore. So yeah, I'm happy for these guys getting used, and I want to see Ray Phoenix. I hope he gets used too. I hope he does really great. I hope he could do some of the crazy moves that he could do, and maybe there's some of them that can't because they're not safe. AEW didn't really care for that. You see a lot of botches and a lot of scary moments in wrestling. I'm not saying it's just AEW. WWE does the same thing, but at least they train. They practice their moves. Do they practice their moves in AEW? I have no idea. Because they don't have a performance center like WWE has. So that's what everybody does. If they want to train, they train in the performance center. But AEW doesn't have that. Those wrestlers go to public gyms. Or they have gyms at home. Stuff like that. I'm not hating on AEW. It's just... there's some companies are more safer than others, because you see how safer they are, and there's a reason why WWE banned Raw moves, and some people hate it, like the power driver. It's just some people can't really protect their opponents, or some people can't really. The victim can't protect themselves sometimes, or they forgot to, and you can't have that. So there's had to be some moves that they know how to protect themselves from, and they don't get really injured. Because I think you could get sued if you get hurt like that. I don't know. Because you kept that move in there. I have no idea. Can you? I don't know. But ladies and gentlemen, let's not talk about that. But that's the end of NXT. We still don't have this update for 2K25 yet. I really want to hurry up and get this NXT Championship and the Saturday Night's main event. So if you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, leave a comment below, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell. I am not doing no comments, shout out. But ladies and gentlemen, that's all I'm going to say. If you guys enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, notification bell, and yeah, that's it. That's all for me today. Tell us out. Bye.